Good morning, Stitched Together friends. I am Emily, and welcome back. I know it's been a little while since I last put up a video, and there's an unpleasant reason for that. Well, slightly unpleasant. I've been dealing with some ergonomic back and neck and shoulder pain that's really been getting in the way of my desire to do like fiber arts and things that require looking down. I know I'm here to talk about the new Paradise Fibers bag, but I just wanted to say a couple things about ergonomics. And it's like you don't know how much your body can get in your way of doing something you really enjoy until something happens and you're not able to do that. This has been actually building up for a few months now, at least since the fall, where I have been having increasing neck and shoulder pain when I wake up in the morning. And the last couple weeks, it's a little better today, but the last couple weeks it's been pretty unpleasant, and I haven't been wanting to do a lot of fiber art stuff. I've been redoing my desktop setup and thinking through about how I can make it easier on my body for spinning and weaving in particular, since those you have to sit in a specific spot for. Knitting, you just kind of sit somewhere and be able to hold your knitting, or if you're able to walk and knit, that's really awesome. But yeah, I once I get around to it, I do want to talk a little bit more about that, and maybe if I get to a point where I find some stuff that's working to help me, I will share that as well. Okay, but the main event, drum roll, bag roll. Today we are opening the March Paradise Fibers bag, and I have no idea what's in here, although it looks like there's some lavender on the outside. I did not, for some reason, get the sneak peek email this month, I don't think, so I really don't know what to expect. As with my videos so far with Paradise Fibers, Fiber of the Month Club, I'm not an affiliate. This bag was paid for by me. I am on the waiting list, or not waiting list, whatever. I put in an application to become an affiliate. That hasn't gone through yet. So for now, this is just me talking about Paradise Fibers, Fiber of the Month Club, something I enjoy doing because it's always got such fun surprises for people who are interested in the fiber arts. Alright, let's get some scissors. I kind of hate the part with scissors because I'm always like, oh, fiber. But this one's nice and roomy. Okay, so I'm guessing it's going to be sort of lavender-y. I really hope there's something lavender scented or lavender flavored in here too. Oh, this should be for my daughter. She likes lavender. And okay, part of this bag comes out. It's purple. Oh, I know who's gonna get this bag. On the inside we have some, oh, surprisingly, it's a very dark fiber. Okay, interesting. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. It's purple and green fiber locks. That's so cool. Well, despite this being purple and apparently lavender themed, it says the theme on the piece of paper is Tiptoe Through the Tulips. And in here we have, okay, so this is the 2 ounces of limited edition hand-dyed wool and mohair locks. So, I love spinning with locks, and I love both spinning them straight as well as core spinning. So, it'll be really interesting to see what I can come up with here. I love that. This is from Compass Moon Creations, and you can see on the back there's some information about the fiber that comes specifically in that package. And here we have 3 ounces of Corriedale wool top in the shade of Raven. If that is like a really, really raveny shade of wool. Very cool, because my other daughter but now she's into like black clothes and kind of a goth phase. So she will probably be excited about this particular item. And you can see it's just really dark, but kind of with some depth to it. So that's really cool. Okay. While I'm looking at the fiber, yeah, okay, so they really, oh wow, their suggestion about spinning this up is making a really cool yarn that uses both the this Raven fiber and the locks together. Okay. That's so cool. Coarse, they're suggesting coarse spinning the black Corriedale roving while placing the locks randomly throughout the yarn. That would make this really fascinating effect. Bulky, and then making a bulky single. Okay, so applying the bulky single onto the cord yarn. Sorry, I should read this through before I read it out loud, except that it wouldn't be an unbagging. Okay, so they're saying the bulky single is plied back onto a cord yarn. I see. So you're wrapping the single around the core. It looks more plied than that in the picture. So, well, no matter what I do with it, it will be really, really, really cool. They don't actually have a pattern, a knitting pattern, I don't think. Oh, here it says on the back, okay, using the Paradise Fibers frame loom and some linen warp, the loom was warped up and the weaving could begin. The weaver used a variety of designs and they made this, I guess it's tapestry, looks to me like a tapestry. It almost looks like someone's hair, like this could be a wig. But it's a really interesting sort of tulipy, springy themed tapestry that they're showing on this card. Alright, so what else do we have here? We have all the other goodies to look at, which frankly are sometimes as exciting to me as the fiber. You know, I mean, because you can get fiber all over the place, but you can't always get a little baggie of goodies that are custom chosen to go with the fiber. So that's, I think, part of why I keep doing this. So, oh, this is interesting. It's a very tulipy looking sheep sticker. Kind of reminds me of a Georgia O'Keeffe painting. Very cool. The tea, it's Stash Fusion green and white tea with blended green teas and white teas. That's really interesting. I've never really had white tea before. I really thought they were going to give us a lavender tea based on the outside of this bag. So, I guess points to Paradise Fibers for giving us a bag with lavenders on it, and then having everything be themed like tulips. So, keeps people guessing. Now we have some fabric softener, Beyond Soft, and it has a purple droplet on it, which also makes me think it might be lavender flavored, not flavored, scented. Yeah, I don't think it has a scent. Yeah, no fragrance added. So once again, they're tricking me into thinking that I'm going to get some lavender, but I'm not. Yeah, you know what? Okay, so I have to look at this more closely. I'm just going on about lavender. It's an anti-static conditioning bath, and oh my goodness, I need some of this. I wear dresses from the company Wool and pretty much every day. I'm going to just confess that, which I feel like I can get away with as a fiber arts person. No, I can just do it anyway because I like them. They're comfortable, they're soft, they're breathable, they come in colors that I love, but sometimes they do have this problem with staticness. and staticiness, and especially when you're wearing it with leggings and they cling to your legs, and that's not so great. So for this, I might just take a bunch of my dresses and stick them in the wash, and we will get rid of some of that static. Woohoo! Okay, so that is the March 2023 Paradise Fibers Fiber of the Month Club bag, and it's a really neat one as usual. There's always so many interesting goodies in here. This is going to be really fun. I look forward to digging into it, especially once I get my ergonomics a little better under control. So I was editing this video, and all of a sudden I'm getting to the part about the goodies, and I realize, oh my goodness, I didn't see a stitch marker, which might be one of my favorite parts. So I went back to my black baggie here and dug around in the bottom, and sure enough, there is a stitch marker. So I am not missing my stitch marker for this month. Thank goodness, because this is an adorable little flower. I love this, as I love all of them. They're all so cool. Sometimes I wish I could just wear them as earrings, I think. I mean, this would make a great earring. Anyway, it's jewelry for my yarn, and I'm really glad to have found it in here. And yeah, a couple more things about that. You know, I do most of my spinning and weaving on a chair that is supposedly designed for such things, but it only has a half back, and I'm thinking that I'm probably going to need more back support for my own comfort and my own body supportiveness. So that's something I've been thinking about. I've also played around with my desktop setup. I had been exclusively using a laptop, which after about 3 or 4 years of having a laptop and not a separate external monitor, I realized that means I'm looking down all the time. I'm also shorter than the statistical person for whom the average desk is designed. The average desk height is about 29 inches, and that suits a man or a person who is about 5 foot 11 inches. I am not. I'm 5'3". If you go online to web pages that'll tell you what's a good desk height for your height of person, you might get some interesting results. I found out that I should be using a desk that's between 23 and 25 inches. That's significantly shorter than your average desk, your average dining table, your average countertop. So I recently switched out my desk to one with shorter legs, where the legs are adjustable to the height that you need. And I've got myself an external monitor. And while that's helping with the daytime, I'm still trying to figure out some of the other things. So hopefully I'll be back in doing more playing with actual fiber and yarn soon, once I've gotten a little bit more comfort stabilized up here in the neck and shoulder region. Until then, if you have received this bag, I'd love to hear what you think and what you plan to do with it. Were you thrown by the purple? Did you think you were getting lavender and you got tulips and ravens and all these other harbingers of springtime? If you have any tips or tricks or ergonomics, please, I'd love to hear those too, so I can get back in the fiber arts playing with game. That would be lovely, because I kind of miss doing things other than just a little bit of knitting. And I promise I have not forgotten about my thoughts about nonsense weaving and fiber arts crafting either. That's also waiting for me to be able to not hurt my body while I'm doing things. So I'll be back in touch with that too. Until then, I hope you're having a really great March, maybe some springtime weather, or staying safe in whatever lingering winter weather might be coming your way. I'm Emily. You've been watching Stitch Together Fiber Arts, and I will see you next time. Thank you.